Hello everyone, Flashy username here, back again with some Pokemon TCG content. And today we've got the Intelion theme deck. It is yet another blue water type theme deck. It's very popular in the format, very popular for Pokemon to give us. But it looks reasonably solid. It's got some nice energy switching stuff. But all in all, it looks very generic. You know, get your good powerful stage 1s and stage 2s out and just work from there. So let's go ahead and run some matches and see how it performs. And we found an opponent. Thankfully for us, they're on the Charizard deck, one of the most popular decks in the format, but we are a water deck, and the water decks do have an inherent advantage against most fire decks because, well, water's strong to fire. This one, I think, is the Leon's Charizard deck, so that one actually does have a grass type Yanmega, which can do some good damage if we were weak to grass, but it looks like we're weak to electric. So we might be able to get out of here pretty clean. This Krabby is going to be, I guess, Kingler. We're pretty all in on this Kingler right here. We're probably going to be suiting up all our energies on it. We might see if we find something good with a Great Ball. 2 Great Balls, very good. We found a Sobble and a Choodle. We'll take the Sobble since we're playing the Intelion themed deck. We'll also go ahead and use the next Great Ball as well. Might as well. No real reason for us not to. And a Mantine. It looks like this Mantine lets us get some energies from our deck and put them into our hand. Great. It's very good. Very useful. We'll put an energy on the Krabby and start threatening that Super Slice. Our opponent they're on the Charizard deck. It looks like they don't have Charmander on the bench, so they're going to be using Sudowoodo's Double Draw. If they double draw right away, okay, they might not have a supporter, but it looks like they do have a supporter. Hop, very generic, doesn't really tell us anything about what's going on, but we do know that they drew that Charmander. 5 cards in hand, 1 energy already used. They could have pretty much anything. So the game's pretty open for what they have. We've got yet another energy, might as well put it on the Krabby. Let's go ahead and hop first, see what we can find. We found the Choodle and a Great Ball. So many Great Balls in this deck. This deck's great. None of these Pokemon do anything. We'll take the backup Sobble. I'm not sure how many Kanglers we have in this deck, but we'll take the Sobble. It'll do some nice utility. So we'll put this Sobble down. We might as well, if our opponent has any damage, we already do another 60 damage. Okay, so there's no way we can take this Sudowoodo out in one hit. Well, let's Pokemon Catcher, see if we can bring anything up to their front. We can't. That's alright. We'll put an energy here. We will put an energy on our Kingler. And we're going to go heavy pinchers. We are going to start putting a lot of aggressive pressure on them. They're going to need to find an answer for our Kingler very soon. Being able to deal 90 damage right away. Unless they have a Yanmega. They don't have enough energy set up, even if they have Yanmega. Charizard is the exception. If they've got a Charizard right out the gates, well then our Kingler is in for some hot water. Putting an energy on it does put the emphasis on them having a Charizard. You know, if they go ahead and if they use the Sudowoodo, the double draw ability, I won't think they have it, but if they flail, I think they have it. Because if they're double drawing, then they need to find something, but if they're flailing, then they've already got everything they need. So let's see what they've got. Let's see what they do. They've got another Charmander, down to 6 cards in hand, it looks like. Still could have a Charizard. They've gone through half their deck already. Double draw, so they might not have it. They might not have it. They're closer to it now. They've got 8 cards in hand, but they might not have it. We got a Drizzle. We're gonna Claw Rend as well. Yes, we have to Claw Rend. We've got to force them to either have it or not have it. If they put Sudowoodo up, they don't have it. If they put Charmeleon up, they have it. We'll see how it goes. Okay, they don't have it. That's very good for us. Unless they've got a switch. They might have a switch and they'll be like, okay, we'll just make them think we don't have it. But if you're at that point, like if you have it, just put it up front. You're not mind gaming me by putting your Sudowoodo up here because I can't interact with your turn. Once it's your turn, I can't do anything. Okay, they've got the double draw again. So now we gotta set up on some more Pokemon. I'm thinking about setting up on this Drizzle back here. 40 damage is not the most impressive thing, but I believe that the Intelion can do a lot more damage. They've got a Macargo. Macargo requires a lot of energy to get going, so I'm not too scared about that. Let's see, they've still got about 8 cards in hand. 9 cards in hand, 11 cards in hand. They got a lot of cards in hand. We got a Hop, so we got about 5 cards in hand. We did find the Intelion, so it was a good choice, and we also found the Dreadnought. Oh, our hand was very excellent. Let's see, Dreadnought requires a lot more energy to go off than it does for Intelion, and since we have weakness, we're okay with setting up here. We're going to Claw Rend. We could Heavy Pinchers. It doesn't really make a difference. Actually, it does make a very big difference, because this Flail is going to hit us for a lot more. But I was thinking that we didn't want to mill Leon for them. But yes, this Claw Rend is going to hit us for a lot more. It makes, not Lugia, but it does make Yanma very threatening. It's alright. That was quite a punt. We should have used the 40 damage one to save ourselves. Yeah, that was a bad move. I realized that in retrospect, because now we're dead to a Leon on a Yanma or this Lugia, and they have 2 Leon in the deck and a lot of cards in hand. Yeah, that was a bad play on our part. We shouldn't have done that. Cramorant is another card that's coming up. We're going to actually probably put this Water Energy on this Mantine and use the Water Reserve ability. Get some Water Energies up. Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable. I think we're moving away from the aggressive pressure. It's because of that. Yeah, let's retreat, because we don't need a Claw Rend. Claw Rend's not going to be doing very much anymore this game. If Mantine wants to deal huge damage to our Manti, I mean, if Sudowoodo wants to deal damage to our Mantine, I guess we'll just Heavy Pinchers. We're going to put this energy onto this Mantine. We're going to go Heavy Pinchers. Claw Rend again, because we're stuck with our decision. We chose to Heavy Pinchers first time. We gotta stick with the decision. You know, maintain logical consistency. So if Lugia comes out, yeah, Lugia's coming out. What I'm expecting him to do is to Leon. Leon's what I'm expecting. So this Mantine should be relatively in danger. This Mantine's in danger. Dan is not Leon. Dan's a very confusing choice. Scissors. Okay, well they've got all the cards in their deck in their hand. They've got 20 cards left in their deck. They've got about 15, 16 cards it looks like here. Great Ball. Well, I mean, that's a good 1 in 3 chance to find that Charizard. Let's see if they can find it. Pull it off. Let's see if they can do it. They found the Yanmega. Yanmega is a very good one for them. I think they already set up energy on the Lugia this turn, so they can't set up on the Yanmega. Yeah, let's see how things go. Well, actually, we can use this Intelion and Hydro Snipe, one of their energies. Hydro Snipe on one of the energies seems actually really good, because they'll be only able to gust us in response, and then after they gust, we can switch in a Mantine or a Drizzle. We can switch in Mantine or Drizzle and take it out before they're able to get us with a Charizard. Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Okay, so we Hydro Snipe, and we're going to give them back an energy, because if they want to switch now, they either need to have a switch, which seems highly likely. They've got only 11 cards in their discard, 17 cards in their deck, and about 15 in their hand. If they've got the switch, they've got the switch, but I don't think, well, they can kill us if they've got the... Okay, they're putting an energy on their Yanmega. Energy on Yanmega is not the scariest thing for me. 2 energies on Yanmega is a little bit scarier. Still not the scariest, because 2 energies on Yanmega just lets them use a U-turn. So if they're coming in, they're going to use a switch to use a switch. It's not what I'm afraid of. You know, it's 50 free damage. 50 free damage is not the scariest thing, like I said. Who are you bringing out with your U-turn? Lugia again. Okay, 50 free damage, just like we said. So we're going to retreat. And we're going to kill it with this Drizzle, I think. Yes, so here is a Drizzle. Enjoy your Rain Splash. Okay. We did this because whatever Pokemon comes out here is most likely going to get hit by either Charizard or Yanmega. Drizzle has a 1 energy retreat cost. They got the Macargo. Macargo is also something I'm not afraid of. They're setting up on a Yanmega. So let's see. They've got a Betty, so this Yanmega is complete, and they might also have just put a Charizard as well. Yanmega is complete. They've got a switch, so they're probably going to go ahead Yanmega, just take this out. we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna Intelion. We could use the Hydro Snipe ability, but that doesn't prevent Charizard from coming out. So yeah, if we were to use Hydro Snipe, we deal 100 damage here, and then we can take it out with a counter from Mantine, or with counter from Kingler. Charizard has, I think, 170 HP, so we need to do a little bit of work to take it out. But he will be taking out whatever we use to kill it. Whatever we use to damage it. So whatever we put up front's gonna die. So we'll throw up Mantine. And save our big attackers for the future. Okay. Well, Professor's Research is also pretty great. It does get rid of our Switch, and Switch was probably the best card in our hand. Energy Switch is also a very good card, actually. Pokegear 3.0, we'll find another trainer. Professor's Research or a Pokekid. I'm not too sure what Pokekid would find. We can tutor for a Pokemon, but we've already got Stage 3s, and we don't have any basic setup. So we're fine with that. This Energy Switch does change a little bit of things, but not too much. So we're going to go ahead and Wave Splash. I'm expecting them to take this out. Take it out right away. And then we'll go ahead and counterattack with our Kingler with Energy Switch. We can use that to take this out. Professor's Research, they're down to 6, they're down to 8 cards in their deck. They've got to find something. Let's see, they've got 7, that's half their deck is in their hand, and half their deck is in their graveyard as well. So yes, they finally have the Charizard. They can retreat now, although I don't understand why they would. If they do, that's just throwing the whole game. But let's see if they want to throw the game. You know, they can. It's a choice that they can make. We'll throw out the Kingler, and this Energy Switch is going to come in handy. So we'll go ahead and Energy Switch. Select the basic energy card, this one. And we'll put it here. We'll go ahead and get up this Claw Rend. We can Professor's Research, it is an option. But I don't really see any reason why. We have all these these energy in our hand, and that's really what we're looking for at the moment. So they've only got one attacker left, really, and I'm not too sure what's up with their deck. Like they've got 3 basic Pokemon, they've got 7 cards in hand, like they've got 8 cards in their deck. They've seen everything. If there's anything left for them to see, I don't know what it is. Do they have all their Leons in their discard pile as well? They don't have any Leon in their discard pile. Okay, it's very confusing. A little bit confusing, a little bit confusing. They've got to have a Leon. There it is. This Leon, it doesn't really do too much for them, but it does do a lot for the future for them. This Intelion, though, the Hydro Snipe ability, it will kill them. Like, don't make any mistakes about that. If they fall to a Hydro Snipe, they fall to a Hydro Snipe. We'll put out Cramorant here because it's big and it's less likely to get counterattacked by any of their random duders. We'll put an energy here. Professor's Research is a thing that we can do. I don't know why we would. We'll find out. We'll go ahead and find out. Might as well. As long as we have at least one energy in here. Yeah, okay. So we got a Kingler as well. Kingler's a nice Pokemon. We got another Choodle, but I don't know if there's another Dreadnought. Let's go ahead and use the Great Ball, see what else we can find. That's going to be half our deck. Yeah, we'll get a Krabby. Just as we expected. So I'm expecting them to take this out. Just straight away, just take this out. And then we're just going to go ahead and hit them back with our Intelion. Yep, so go ahead. They don't have to do anything. They can put an energy on the Yanma. If they've got another Betty, then they win the race. But if they don't have another Betty, I think that we're capable of taking on this race. Here's the Yanmega, but Betty is what I'm afraid of right now. Because Betty lets them go from 3 to 4. Because right now, if we attack with the Intelion, we're going to do 100 damage to it, because it'll only do 50 damage to us, so we'll be at 60. Before it's able to do... Oh, they got another Leon. They should not have used this Leon. They should have used this Leon with the Yanmega. But suit yourself, it is your Charizard's funeral. Here you go. You can have the Intelion. We'll put an energy on it. We're gonna hop, might as well. Not really anything we're looking for with Pokemon Kid. A Drizzle. We don't have a Sobble. So Hydro Snipe. And we're not going to give you your energy back, because why would we? We don't want you to have that. No thank you. We claim prize card, 1 prize card left for us. So yeah, now we start setting up on this Kingler, I believe. And are we able to race it? I think we're able to race it, because they can't use Betty to get this with any more energies. They might U-turn, but U-turn would be a grave mistake if they put something else up front. I think we might be 1 energy short. Just 1 energy short of being able to do what we want to do. Yeah, so we're gonna start setting up on this Kingler. Oh, no, we're not. We have this. Yeah, because we can just do the 40 damage. And we can Hydro Snipe, so Hydro Snipe means that they can't use Cutting Winds. Oh, we have this super easily. Wow. Wow. That's impressive. I didn't expect that, because I was imagining that we died to a Cutting Wind to this Intelion, and then Kingler goes up. Why would you keep committing that? You should have committed to the Charizard, bro. But alright. You can U-turn, and U-turn doesn't even kill. And since all his Pokemon are Water type, Hydro Snipe will kill any of them. Wow, very impressive display by this deck. U-turn, okay. Would you like to bring something out? I'll take out something else. I'll take out whatever you want me to tell. Let's see what our opponent does. Okay, they have decided to just let it die. We will use a Silent Shot. Okay, well, GG's, opponent. Thanks for the games.